The final hours of Half-Life Alyx begin. Introduction. On Friday, October 30, 1998, I sent Valve co-founder Gavin Newell an email from the computer lab at the University of Southern California. Thanks for taking the time to show me around. I had a great time. I tapped into the keyboard. Geoff and Gabby in 1998 working on final hours of Half-Life. I am not quite sure why I saved the email or why I kept 5 different alpha and beta discs from the original Half-Life. Sensing Valve software was up to something special, I spent the next few months of my sophomore year of writing the final hours of Half-Life, a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the game. Over the past 22 years, I have chronicled the evolution of Valve with stories about the making of Half-Life 2, 2004 and Portal 2, 2011. Now, 9 years later, we return to Valve for the final hours of Half-Life Alyx. The story details the past decade inside the company and the decision to return to Half-Life, a franchise that seemed lost to the edges. I never wrote the final hours of Half-Life intending to start an anthology. Spanning multiple decades now, looking back, I am honored to help chronicle an essential part of video game history. In some ways, I feel like Michael Apted, the director of the ARP documentary series, who has tracked the lives of the 714 British children every 7 years from the age of 7 up until 63 and still continuing. Valve is a different place than the scrappy startup I visited in 1997. Back then, I sat on the floor of Gary's office as he and his wife assembled Half-Life manuals and dreamed of winning Game of the Month from PC Gamer. To the Valve is one of the game industry's most powerful companies, but certainly not its most prolific or understood. The company's self-professed no hierarchy organizational structure has led to the inefficiencies and fears of creative droughts, but ultimately you cannot argue with the result. Half-Life Alyx is a shining example of what Valve does at its best. With every final hours, I try to make use of new technologies to bring you closer to the game and the people behind it. Special thanks to David Clark, our incredible Unity software developer, and Chakra, our talented designer, for helping bring my vision for the Steam app to life. Click to zoom, Geoffrey Kegley, to Gavin at valvesoftware.com, multiplayer. Gavin, first of all, thanks so much for accommodating my visit to Valve earlier this week to do the feature story. I really appreciate you taking the time to show me around. I had a great time. I am trying to get multiplayer going here, and things just hang on the own login window. Well, they don't hang, but it sits there for 15 seconds on the gray screen and then just goes back to the game menu, which does not work. Any ideas? I had loved to create a multiplayer in with some of you guys this weekend. Anyway, I know you are really busy finishing things up, so this is a low priority. Don't worry. Thanks again and talk to you soon. If you want to call me or have someone call me to go rolling, my home is blank. Oh, and by the way, the air duct in the maid's locker room during day 1 is still way too hard to jump into. I had the same problem with the OEM. It's so frustrating, it makes me stop playing the game. Thanks, Geoff. October 30, 1998 at 1:58:28 p.m. Telling the story would not be possible without the unwavering trust of every one of us. early on in the project, Greg Kumar, Robin Walker, and Cassie Axon Boyle walked me into a team meeting and told everyone to be open and honest about everything. Team dynamics, cancel project, and the overall creative processes. For months, I worked around the office and interacted with the team in an unstructured and unsupervised way. Thanks to Gabby, Eric Johnson, Don Lombardi, Jack Rodkin, Roland Shaw, Greg, Robin, Cassie, and everyone at Valve for being so open with me and your customers. And thanks to my friends and family for their patience. I oversubscribed myself by talking on the project, but Valve's return to Half-Life is something I simply could not turn down. I hope that no matter what, this story inspires you to see how, after a decade, it is possible to return to something you love and make it even better. Thanks for reading, Geoff. Geoff, Geoff location at Valve 2020.